Hi, I'm Chris with Oakwood Veneer, your trusted source for all things veneer and woodworking. Today I want to talk to you about contact adhesive, its use in veneering, and some of the problems that are associated, common mistakes that are made. We'll also talk about how we can fix some of those mistakes. Contact cement is not the preferred method for gluing veneer to products. You would always want to try to use a white or yellow PVA glue with a vacuum press or a hot and cold platen press, something that will guarantee you have equal pressure. That said, contact cement is used every day by professionals and homeowners alike. Let's dive into it. One of the most common problems that you'll see with woodworking using contact cement is when you have bubbles form in the veneer. That's generally caused by not having the adhesive applied evenly to the surfaces, not allowing the glue to have enough time to set up and get tacky before they're applied to one another, and not applying even pressure across the whole surface of the veneer once it is applied. To make sure you have even pressure, you either need to use a veneer hammer or a scraper that you can get a lot of pressure on every single square inch. Prevention is key. Instead of trying to fix the bubbles, make sure you don't have it. Follow the manufacturer's recommended drying time and procedures. In doing so, you'll prevent having the bubbles and won't have to worry about trying to fix them later. Once your veneer is applied to the substrate, be sure to use a scraper starting at the center of the board, scraping outward not to trap any air in the center of the board. When bubbles, wrinkles, or gaps appear in your veneer when using contact cement, it most often occurs because you did not allow enough time for drying on the two surfaces before applying the veneer, or you did not apply sufficient pressure to all surfaces. The first method we suggest in repairing bubbles is applying a hot compress like a household iron and a damp washcloth to the surface of the veneer, allowing any gas or trapped adhesives inside the veneer to be able to evaporate. If an iron and or damp cloth do not work, feel free to buy a syringe from your local pharmacy. Inject a little bit more adhesive into the bubble and apply pressure again, either using a veneer hammer or a household iron. Remember, there's more than one way to do just about everything in woodworking. Be creative. Use a razor blade to cut right along the grain where the bubbles occur. You can apply more adhesive, apply pressure, and re-flatten that surface. Make sure that your area is clean, that your material is ready to be glued. Always work from the center outward to prevent bubbles of air getting trapped in the veneer in the first place. For large sheets of veneer, you can use dowels, laying them across the substrate and lay the veneer on top, slowly removing the dowels from the center outward as you are working to apply even pressure. Hey, here at Oakwood, we'd love for you to comment and share with us some of your biggest mistakes that you've run into using contact cement, and even possible solutions you may have come up with. We hope these tips help you work with contact cement veneer and overcome any fear that you may have in taking on your own projects. For more information, make sure you visit oakwoodveneer.com, and don't forget to subscribe and like.